somebody. I'm going to let them know, hey, that's okay. That's all right. Hey, everyone. I'm going to let you know that I'm hooked up a couple times here because there's a couple people who couldn't make it. And they said, oh, please share the information later. So we decided we're going to film this thing. So be really quiet unless you want your, voice traveling over the net. So welcome. So good to see some, I was going to say old faces, but I guess I shouldn't say that. Some familiar faces, some faces that I've missed for a while, and always good to have you guys here. So if I have not been able to say hello, I'm Letha Brandenburg. I'm the owner of The Healthy Way. If I haven't had a chance to shake your hand, hopefully before you leave I will. And thank you for coming and expressing by your being here that you are interested in your future. I don't think you're interested in mine. Someone actually said, we voted, we think you're quitting. And I said, I wouldn't have done this if I was quitting. I would have just shut the door. So I can let that one go right off the bat. But it's super exciting to think about the fact that you're here because you're interested in what you need. And that's why I'm here too. So I set apart this day to share what I believe will be a program that will make a difference in your life, your family's lives, and because I completely believe in the ripple effect of both good and bad behavior, I'll go ahead and say our community as well as the world. The change you and I wish to see in the world really starts right here with you, and I believe that. 38 years ago, a 22-year-old inexperienced girl landed a job with the Weight Loss Clinics of America, one of 200 locations across the United States and Canada. And quite frankly, I was hired because I was really good at persuading people to buy what I was selling. It just so happened when they hired me, they also hired a 22-year-old that cared deeply for people and wanted to help them live healthier lives. That was a good combination. I never dreamed that 38 years later I'd still be here, more enthusiastic about helping people live better lives. But I also want to introduce someone to you that's been cheering you on every step of the way, quietly, kind of behind the scenes, and that's my husband, Barry. He's right here. I told him that he needed to sit up here where the pastor's wife sat. So he's there. As so many of you know, Barry has spent the last 20 years working in our county's drug court system. He has walked beside hundreds of men and women through their recovery to help them live healthier and better lives, just like I have with you. He has influenced me and been passionate about my life's work because of his training and his experience. Many of you have benefited from our Thursday morning coffees, and he's added to the conversation when I've shared with him what we were going to talk about today. You also definitely have benefited from the jokes that he's been the brunt of. So, honey, thanks so much for the entertainment. I appreciate it. And so it's funny because I wrote, so bear with me, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I didn't mean it that way, but bear with me for a couple of minutes as I share a bit about my journey caring deeply for you that brought me to this place today. The company that hired me so many years ago, Weight Loss Clinics of America, knew this: offer people a great nutritional plan, couple it with behavioral modification, and hold people accountable 5 days a week, and you will get results. And they did. Because that's what happens when you don't give a person a chance to fail because you're watching them like a hawk. So I watched people like a hawk for 9 years as the director of the Weight Loss Clinic. And then I had the opportunity to buy the company. The owner sold off all the locations across the country. So in 1990, I bought 2 locations, Vancouver and Longview. In a matter of weeks to months, every weight loss clinic in the United States and Canada had closed, and I was here with the choice to pay the original owner for the name Weight Loss Clinic for the rest of my life, or change the name. So I did change the name, that is, to The Healthy Way. The first thing I did was see the need for people to take a little bit more personal responsibility for themselves. So I went from weighing them in 5 times a week to 3. It morphed into 2 days a week, and at that time I added to the program what I thought was the answer to this whole darn thing. I developed a workshop series that dealt with the real stuff. I didn't want to talk about chicken breast and broccoli anymore. And honestly, I thought if I had to keep coming to work and doing that, I couldn't do it anymore. Because after 25 years in the weight loss industry, I knew it wasn't about food. It's not about food. It's never been about food. So I started teaching my series, and I just knew it was the answer because I had been around long enough to know that weight loss is an inside job. Everybody thinks that weight loss is about reworking the outside of a person, but I knew the truth. And I was like spreading the word, and I was sure it was going to catch on and go viral. And that was before viral. But one day, when I was teaching the workshop, a helicopter landed in the parking lot right outside the clinic, and I'm like, it's happening! Oprah's here! I was so excited! But it wasn't Oprah. I think it was like an emergency vehicle or something. Anyway, I kept at it. We've been seeing clients, and we kept doing it 2 days a week, and then the third day of the week was that gathering where I taught the workshop series. Finally, in 2009, The Biggest Loser came on the scene, and I made the decision to take the program a different direction. I liked some of the things with The Biggest Loser and some of the things not so much, but I knew that the clients at The Healthy Way weren't getting what they needed. They weren't having permanent success that they were looking for. What they needed was great education, extreme motivation, a little competition, and some fun accountability. So I started the 10-week challenge. I saw more enthusiasm, more weight loss, more stick-to-itiveness than I had ever seen really in my entire career that first 10 weeks. We sit today at our 43rd team challenge, having lost thousands of pounds over the last 10 years. It's been amazing and life-changing and wonderful for many, many people, but there are still some problems, and I want to fix them. I've had a front row seat in the last 10 years to see all of your accomplishments and all of your failures. Outstanding weight loss is still happening. Keeping it off is the struggle, and the struggle is real. There are some people that would say, the team challenge has been so great. Why fix it if it's not broken? I think it's broken. So just like when the team challenge was birthed out of a need to help people accomplish more, the new Healthy Way is much the same. It comes from a truckload of experience watching you do the hard work of changing, years of education on my end, and a couple of really big, huge wheelbarrows of personal pain, which, by the way, have brought me huge emotional healing and a deep passion to help others do the same. So, shall we get to it? Do you want to hear about the new Healthy Way? So, we're going to start with the tagline that you're seeing on some of the information: transforming lives, body, soul, and spirit. The Healthy Way. Transforming lives, body, soul, and spirit. Friends, we are not just flesh walking around on this earth. We are whole creatures made of spirit, soul, and body. And if you think for a minute you can white knuckle it, or willpower it, or compete your way through a diet and keep weight off for life, you're mistaken. Our bodies will always be influenced by our souls, our mind, will, and emotions. The real work to transform your life does not start on your plate. It starts in your soul. Transforming lives, body, soul, and spirit will be the focus of how and what we do for the rest of my days at The Healthy Way. So let's talk about the changes. How many of you have done 2 challenges back to back? Maybe everyone in the room. Barry's done 43. So, and what's one of the biggest problems with that 10-week challenge? The in-between time, the break. I've set you up, if you exceed with outward motivation, those breaks don't support you. Shall I say, don't support your recovery. So first things first, there are no more breaks. I mean, like, none. Barry was like, none? And I'm like, well, I'll get one every once in a while, but they won't. You've heard me say for years how I wish I could take a group of people and start from the beginning and take them all the way through the program. I wish I could have them all for about a year and never have a break. Well, I settled on 6 months. Yep, the new program is 6 months long. 26 weeks. It starts October 10th and it ends April 2nd. 26 weeks to take care of some business. Not temporary business, but the work of taking care of the business on the inside so that the healing shows up on the outside. You will experience this group of committed people as a cohort. A group of people banded together with a common goal. You'll be supporting each other, getting to know each other, holding each other accountable, playing together as we have outside activities planned far beyond the gatherings of Thursday. You're going to lean on each other, learn from each other. 6 months is a great amount of time to form a bond, and a bond is what we need to heal. You've heard it said, and I believe it, you learn and are educated while sitting in rows, but you change and are transformed by sitting in circles. We're going to be sitting in a few more circles as you get to know, support, and hold accountable your cohort for 6 months. And although we seem to be inundated with information about food and exercise, as a society, we are unhealthier and more overweight than we have ever been in the history of the world. That's a problem. And I'm still passionate about that. And I'm committed to helping change my little corner of the world. Your weight loss in 26 weeks is going to be amazing. At 2.5 pounds a week, you should lose 62 pounds or more. If you don't have that much to lose, what a concept. You can reach your desired weight and then, thank you, maintain it. Keep it off. Because you're going to achieve that and the knowledge to do that on this program. However, I am preparing to embark on an exciting journey, not only focusing on weight loss, but including wellness for our souls and our spirits as well. I believe that The Healthy Way has the best weight loss program available, but now I'm putting my 3 decades of experience in behavioral change and my own personal growth to work for an even more effective program. No matter what your goal is, to lose weight, to eat healthier, to move more, to heal your emotions, to change your thinking, or all of the above. I will be bringing you the program and providing the tools for you to experience those changes for life. You will see people in your cohort who have weight to lose, and you'll see people in your cohort who are living life at goal weight and working on healing things you're not even able to see. I'm really excited about this change because I've always believed that the Healthy Way is so much more than a weight loss program. I believe that when your soul is healthy, your physical body shows it. So for the first time ever, clients will be enrolling at the Healthy Way to live a healthy life with physical progress that we'll be able to see on the outside, and tons of emotional progress that we're just going to experience on the inside. Everyone who enrolls in this new program will be starting from the beginning. It's a new program. No one will be a veteran. No one will be an alumni. We will all be on the journey together, healing from the start of this program to the finish. You'll arrive week 1 with a binder that will house the modules that you will be moving through for the next 26 weeks. I've laid out a program that will be quite extensive. And I'm expecting those that choose to enroll are individuals looking for some serious change. And because of that, I also know this program won't be for everyone. Many of you have come to the Healthy Way because the 10-week thing is fun, and you like the competition, and the team nature of the program was doable and exciting and temporary. The new program will not include competition as we knew it. There will not be winners at the end of the 6 months. Oh, except for every single person that chooses to participate and change their life for good. The money that was used in these last years for prizes for the top 6 individuals will be used for all kinds of incentives and contests and fun. Because I'm not going to get rid of the fun. And I'm not going to get rid of the motivation and the inspiration. It's just going to spread a lot further than it used to. As I've mentioned during this challenge that we're currently in, I will be rewarding behavior more than I will weight loss. I want everyone to be a part of winning and not use a temporary game to inspire someone to lose weight only to put it back on again after the game is over. The people that enroll in this program will be about everything but games. It's a serious program for serious people, with a whole lot of fun thrown in because that's how we roll at the Healthy Way. My hope is that the changes will feel surprising yet familiar. I've got lectures planned, hands-on workshops ready, cooking classes you're going to love, community outreach scheduled, outdoor activities on the calendar, some outstanding speakers to come and visit when Barry and I are on a break, and so much more. I've had an amazing team of people who have come around me and helped me plan and create this program with you in mind. A couple of the really great additions that I'm really excited about will be individual stabilization meetings as you reach your goal with Deborah, one-on-ones. And you'll be scheduling one-on-one appointments with me as you move through the 26-week program. I've spent 38 years seeking to understand you and me and how permanent change really works. I'm interested in spending the last season of my career with a group of people who are serious about permanent change too. Is that you? I'm thinking it might be. I believe that if you're here today, you came hoping that I'd share something that would help heal you. Or you could just be the curious type. But I don't know if you would have wasted an hour of your time if you were just looking for something to be curious about. You also might have come because you have just been praying for a slice of avocado to be added to the program. Or maybe you're looking for the magic pill. You might be here because you've spent the last 10 years doing the same thing and you've gotten the same results and you need something new. Maybe magical, maybe easy. If you're a current client at The Healthy Way, you've learned a lot. I know because I've taught you. But we've got a lot of work to do. If you haven't lost your weight, you've got more work to do. If you haven't kept it off, you've got more work to do. So stick around. And if you're here, listen to your heart today. Listen to that still, small voice that says healing starts with you. For yourself, for your family, for your community, and quite seriously for our nation. It begins with you taking personal responsibility. I know if you're here today, you're hoping that what I share with you today will help heal you. I know it will. So step out of where you've been. Even if you've been living a life of healing and progress, step another level up. If you've been stuck, living less than, this is your moment to commit to yourself and to a group of fellow sojourners to heal and change body, soul, and spirit. And then the day came where the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. I'm asking you to do much more than be on a diet. I'm asking you to risk healing your soul and getting healthy from the inside out. I've spent many dollars on counseling, many hours on healing, and many years learning. My journey has walked me right up to this point with all of you in this moment in time. Join me, risk, be brave. Decide today that you're willing to go inside yourself and heal what's kept you from living the life you were intended to live. That your families hope you'll live. That our nation is depending on you to live. The new Healthy Way is unlike any program I've ever heard about. It's unparalleled in offering you what you need to transform body, soul, and spirit. If you're ready to get serious, if you're ready to heal some of the wounds that have kept you stuck, if you're looking for a higher level of living, do it with me. Some of you know that Barry disagrees with my philosophy sometimes. And I disagree with his. He disagreed with me when I told him what I was charging for the program. I've charged you $30 a week for over 10 years. That part isn't changing. A lot of you would probably disagree with that part, with Barry. This program is a 26-week program. Times $30, it comes out to be $780. I'm charging $750 for the 26-week program. That's less than $30 a week. I'm limiting the enrollment to the first 150 people. So I invite you to enroll today. I invite you to enroll online tomorrow when the new website launches. Make sure you've got a place in the circle. As for what happens after the 6 months, I'm working on that. And you'll be the first to know. I do know this. There won't be a break. There won't be a break. I'll close for today thanking you again for sharing this time with me. And I hope we get a bunch more time together. Karen is in the back for those who want to get enrolled today. Stick around and ask me questions. I'd love to answer them. Summer school students, see you next week at our manners and etiquette class. And have a terrific week. Kids are coming next week, so I'm excited. A friend gave me a beautiful card last week because she said when she saw it, she thought about what was happening at the Healthy Way and thought about me. And it says, sometimes in the winds of change, we find our greatest direction. I believe I have. And I hope you will too. Thanks for being here.